Good day, this 132nd day, meaningful moments, 365 days. This morning, as I was being still, I recognized a process that's underway at this moment, and perhaps you can relate to it. We often get it in a few different ways. So I'll talk about it first from this physical perspective. We're perhaps paying close attention to the foods that we eat, and even over the course of a few years, we can see how our body metabolizes the nutrients, sometimes even differently than what it did just a few years ago, and most likely what it will also do a few years down the line. And so we have this activity of metabolism taking place, and this chemical process of breaking down the foods and the nutrients and the nourishment for our bodies. And then we have this metabolism, as I would refer to it, when we have different experiences, be it on emotional levels or even mental planes, and those processes that we undergo as we break them down, allow them to heal. Same with food too, because it's healing us and nourishing us. Same that it does also in the emotional and the physical and the mental planes as well. And this morning, I realized that there's this other part of this process that I'm referring to as metabolism, and that would be as we are expanding in our own consciousness. We're dredging up things that come up from the unconscious and bringing it into the conscious realm, that which was in the dark, and bringing it into the light. And this is a process. And in the process, we're metabolizing. And sometimes there's this little brief moment in time in between an experience and then the activity of doing this metabolism that's necessary to further integrate into our awareness, into our being. And it's kind of a sit-still moment. Sometimes we have a review of things that have happened and then where we are right now in consciousness as it applies to this that is now right here in the moment. And over the last few days, there's been a process, and perhaps you've experienced that too. Perhaps the intensity of a situation in your own personal life or in a condition that you're aware of in other parts of the world. And whatever that is that's happening in this moment, we can be still with it. Allow that metabolizing to happen in a way that we are confident of the process and how it will heal and nourish us as well. And it's just a never-ending process because we're continually receiving more experiences in this life. So here today, I'm actually in this moment kind of like in almost a sphinx pose, and breathing into that and just taking in the colors, the sounds, the lights, the smells that are still lingering from a walk yesterday. the rays of light and allowing all of that to be at work with this moment and metabolizing all that's come into consciousness. For you today, friends, as you sit and honor those moments, as you're active in that moment of awareness and all you're metabolizing to nourish you, to heal you. Aho.